the world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers.
So if you are interested in buying this decent wallet, you can find a link in the description down below where you will get a 20% discount. Thank you very much, and let's dig in the video. What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining the video for today. And yes guys, you can see a very big red candle, and I will explain why. I will explain guys what is happening, because a lot of people are panicking right now, which is something you shouldn't, because if you invest in utility, you always know that you don't care about what's happening in the moment. But I will show you guys, and if you have been following me for a long time, you know that I also told a lot of people don't buy off breaking of trend lines. Now, for example, this is why. A lot of people wait for the trend line here. This is on a daily chart. But even if you go down lower time frames, you will see that here we broke the trend line, went up, and look what happens. Now there is a lot of psychology happening in this part, guys. In this part, there is a lot of psychology happening. And you have to understand why. Because it's important. This is all done by the bigger institutions, guys, what's happening right now. Okay? Now look what's happening. Exactly when this resistance is breaking, because a lot of people learned how to trade from resistance and support lines, right? When a resistance line break, we buy. When a support line breaks, we sell. That's not how you trade. That's basic knowledge. That's beginner's knowledge. And that's why 70 or 80% of their people lose their money. Now, if you would have traded off trend line, you would be in a bit of profit. And then now you would panic, right? It's all the same thing. I will show you what's happening right now. So bear with me guys, because this is very good for your knowledge on price action. This is the resistance line. When the resistance lines break, what do people do? They buy. Everyone buys there, boom, flash crash. This is a big flash crash. Now, I will show you why. If you have been following me, I told you to buy XRP here. Now, imagine that you did that. You would even be in break even now, for example. You would still be in a loss right here, but you would not panic as you would panic right now because you bought when the trend line broke. You see, it's a very different thing. Now, when you see price creeping up very slowly like this to a resistance line, you have to be very careful. And you should never buy off breaking of resistance lines. That's just a no-go. That's a lot of people know that actually, that this is designed to take your money. Now, there is more psychology happening here because there is a lot of margin traders. So a lot of margin traders, what did they do? They either put their stop loss here or here. And even some people bought here, so they get wrecked immediately. But the stop losses also have to be taken out. So this is exactly what you're seeing now. And under this line is where most of the people also put their stop losses, and that is why price went there. And now it's immediately creeping up again. So you can see that these are bigger institutions, guys, playing with the psychology of the people. And the next step could be just continuing going up, because usually they do this before a very big move. They just wreck all the margin positions, guys, so no one is in. Everyone gets panic, and then they slowly move up again. So I think that this is just a flash crash taking everyone out, and that we will continue upwards. But I may be wrong, because we're dealing with possibilities here, guys. And if you saw the news a bit, they were encouraging people to buy. When you see that in the news, you should always do the opposite. I also said that a lot of times, guys. So these are things that are happening, but I don't panic. I'm not margin trading myself because I just hold XRP for a longer term. And you should not panic, guys, when something like this is happening. So let's take a look at Digital Asset Investor. Fluidity Summit, May 17, 1 month before the Hinman Ethereum Free Pass speech. It was sold very explicitly to software developers, to people who intended to use the system. It was not sold for speculative purposes.
And we're very confident that we understand how to do that without regulatory bodies considering those kinds of token securities.
So you're of the opinion that today there's no chance that Ethereum can be deemed a security?
Oh, so with respect to Ether, now we did our legal homework a long time ago. We delayed our token launch for about 7 months. Ether was never considered a cryptocurrency. We always considered it a fuel, one of the first crypto commodities, something like that. And essentially because people are donating their resources, it started out quite decentralized. It was in a context in which there were nobody had heard the term ICO. It wasn't an ICO. We called it a token launch. It was sold very explicitly to software developers, to people who intended to use the system. It was not sold for speculative purposes. We're very confident that it started decentralized and people bought it for those reasons, and that it has grown radically decentralized and never was a security and certainly isn't now.
So for the audience that are non-technical people, right, and they want to invest into Ethereum, how can, first of all, how does that work? I mean, when you guys were gonna launch in February, and now it's been put forth, you know?
So it's not the launch that we have. So we are going to start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether. For Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
Now, is there a big window of opportunity for people to get in, or is there just like a one-day opportunity?
No, it's something we're thinking of. It might be 45 days, it might be 30, it might be 60 days.
Okay, so there's plenty of time.
Sort of an incremental thing, so the earlier you go in.
The earlier you get in, the better price you get.
So it was really an ICO, guys. They really did an ICO. The price was speculative purposes. So if you can combine it, he literally said it was like XRP and Ripple. And this is Vitalik Buterin, the one who made Ethereum. He literally said that with his own mouth. So let's take a look at Summit's seal 1 month after Hinman Ethereum free speech.
Consensus. Joe Lubin was one of my college roommates. He's a wonderful source for me. We collaborate. And so I'm talking to enough people in the ecosystem that are talking to the regulators almost every day. The regulators are engaged. They need to be, and they are. And I find, consensus.
Look at that. And this is exactly what Ripple was doing, by the way. If you go to Brett Garlinghouse, his speeches, he literally said every time that they were talking with the SEC from the beginning. So you know that all of this, guys, is just to cover up everything. And one day it's gonna happen in a flitz of a second, guys. Life of XRP holder. Survive from Elite Spain, survive from SEC, survive from pump and dump, survive from haters. At the end, XRP holders is the new 1% of the world. Those who can survive this all can only become successful. I know that this sounds cliche, guys, but at the end of the day, this is where it happens. When everyone says that you're holding a shitcoin, or when everyone is against it, that's exactly when you should do something. And that's not something cliche, because it's hard to do in the moment, because you will have doubts, you will maybe panic, or you will a lot of things, and that's exactly where the 1% will exist. New video, Ripple's recent motion also contained the SEC's answer to what is your case against us. I discussed that in all its vagueness, and Professor Chen Wu joins me, and my 12-year-old daughter made some hype videos for me. Very proud of her. So go look this video, guys. It's very interesting. Jeremy Hogan, he's amazing, and he will explain some stuff, so it's really nice to watch. Here we have, so this was a really interesting one. It's a meme actually, but guys, I really found it very, very funny. The government calling a cryptocurrency a scam and a bubble. Your risk. So when you invest money in crypto, it's always your risk. You can lose all of your money, right? No questions asked. But when you cash out your profit from cryptocurrency, they want your money from tax. Now, just think about that. Is that a really relying system? Is that really something that you would trust? I don't think so, guys. And that is why you should Actually, that's the only reason you actually need to invest in cryptocurrencies. Just because it's off the charts and a lot of cryptocurrencies there have their own privacy. And that's the most important of cryptocurrency. That's why they fear it. That's why we have a flash crash right now. They want everyone out, and that will continue to happen. So here we have a movie that's coming out, but I actually want to link it to one of the tweets that we will get into right now. So here we have what the fuck XRP. This is the flash crash that happened. So you can see a lot of people are really panicking about this, and they think that something bad is happening. But this is just, again, to get everyone out before a very big move, in my opinion. Another moon date is gone. 6-9. A lot of people were waiting for 6-9. But guys, look what happened immediately after 6-9. So I think these dates have some significance. I'm not saying that on these dates we will moon, but they have some significance, guys, because it was the Jewish New Year. So I think things are related to that. And you can clearly see that today they crashed the market, maybe for something much bigger. Here we have, first of all, it premiered September 8th, which is tomorrow. More importantly, the film ends with the judge giving her a slap on the wrist and a minor fine. Thank you, Sarah Nebber. So I saw the movie Molly's Game today. It is definitely worth watching. So now I want to go back, guys, to that tweet, Molly's Game. You see? And now, because something happens in the movie, and regarding the case that is going on with Ripple, you can clearly see that they just pay the fine, nothing going on, and the movie is coming September 8th. So it's very interesting, guys. These days are very... Don't panic, guys. Don't panic. Don't sell your XRP. We are almost there. I can guarantee you that. Here we have another tweet from David Schwartz. This is a tree. Let's take a look what these people say. The banyan tree is mentioned in many ancient Indian texts and scriptures, representing the divine creator and symbolizing longevity. In Hindu mythology, the tree is believed to provide the fulfillment of wishes and provide material gains. July 8th, 2014. Very interesting, guys. Here you have banyan tree, national tree. The tree is also known as, which means wish fulfilling tree. Our wishes will come true. Let's see, guys. Bitcoin price plunges below 43k in minutes. Now, guys, ask yourself why they do this in minutes. Because there is a lot of long-term holders and stuff like that. They don't look at the prices every day. So that is exactly why. It happens in minutes, so they can take all your money very quickly. And that is exactly what's happening right here. Panicking all the people. Imagine the margin traders, guys, how hard it is for them. Look at this. Look at this. It was going up very clearly, but if you know the psychology on the charts, you will understand why this is happening, guys. It's all for a reason. Here you can see now we already recovered a lot, but that doesn't mean anything. We can still be going down a bit more. No bear market here, bro. Flash crash to a target I gave last week. It's a golden. See you at 107, then 200k. Flash crashes are awesome, and this one was predicted. So a lot of people knew actually this was coming, and this is part of the cryptocurrency game, guys. If you don't like it, you should not be in this game. This is just how it goes. But when you understand, when these flash crashes happen, when you understand the psychology of it, you actually panic less. So try to understand it. Don't run away from it. That's the only message that I can give you right now, guys. Don't panic. Keep your funds safe, and see you at price of $500 with XRP. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.